All right, Byun in the bottom right. Top left, we have herO. Was MKP fixing games? There was a lot of opinions on that, man.
What? Tunga 111 cheered. X300.
Yo.
StarCraft 2 would be 10 times as interesting if they forced large amounts of ground units to spread out on move commands, like air units in StarCraft 1 when a route unit isn't selected. As it stands, it's just blobs of units which are only counted by EO attacks. It may as well be one big unit for both teams. Did someone
I
say
see what you're saying, but I don't
donated
agree completely.
$3? Mario began to suck on Luigi's wet, stinky sock. Luigi had just ran 6
What the
miles and the
fuck?
socks were all sweaty and gross.
Dude.
He sucked on the sock hard, licking the
Okay. Jesus Christ. All right, we have Byun versus herO. Yeah, anyways, like, this should be a fun match. This should be a fun match. Two amazing micro-based players. Two of the best from their races. I'm excited. What is this? He'll cancel this, right? He's going to cancel that. That's the max pack sellout, man. Oh, he doesn't cancel. Sick. That's interesting. I feel like Max Packs is the only one that really sends a Zealot across the map, regardless. Not that he does it every single game, but like he's the only really good player that I really see do that against Terran. So cool. I like to see stuff like this be toyed around with. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and Chrono Boost out an Adept now to go down to help out. Maybe a little bit of harassment, but Byun's making the command center in the high ground, so none of this is really going to do anything. Stuff like that is such a good counter to someone making a Zealot. All right, Zealot chasing this Marine back. You will be able to lift. Mine on the way. A couple more Marines. Starport coming up. Adept out on the map. Going to grab a tower. Zealot maybe go to the other tower. Just watching for like drops or something like that. Stalker plus a Robo on the way. Pretty solid play from both sides. I like what they're both up to. I actually like herO's build a little bit more, honestly. Like, not that there's anything wrong with Byun's. I think Byun's is good. But I feel like herO had like a very good decision tree here. I really like holding on this particular map. That couple of watchtowers, the odds of your opponent going around both of those, not too likely. Yeah, I like this quite a bit. This is cool.
What?
Huh?
Did someone say TTS donated $3?
Okay.
You know what's more interesting than SC2?
What?
Inverted exclamation mark, inverted exclamation mark, inverted exclamation mark.
Okay, thank you. Understood, my man. All right, so the Widowmine drop going right through the center here, dodging those watchtowers. There are some stalkers out there, so herO may be able to just catch. See? Sees them. And that's not going to be very good for Byun. Ooh, put some good damage on that medevac. Picks him up immediately. Doesn't need a recall or anything. Really, really well done. Superb. Love to see it. Keeps the observer over here. Sends a stalker over. And there goes the prism across the map. Immortal on the way. That's interesting as well. Huh. Thanks to Shield Battery. Welcome back to the chat. I want you to know that there is a very nice guy known as Shield_Battery here. And, yeah. I almost thought he was you for a minute, but he was actually asking reasonable questions and being a reasonable human. Said nothing at all in your style. Okay. Now. Yeah, third Nexus going up. I got to tell you, I think herO's playing a beautiful game here. Byun going to set up his defense. Trying to get this mine drop out. He is going to get it out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he gets the Observer as well. Damn. That's pain. The Observer death is the painful
Tank Rush
one.
just subscribed.
Thank you, Tank Rush. So Medevac going to try to get home here. Charge on the way, as well as that +1 armor. Looks like we're getting up to Colossus Tech as well. Yeah, so the third command center is just finishing up here for Byun, right? And it's kind of in that very hidden inside spot, so it will take just a little bit longer to float to his third. But I feel like herO's done all the right things so far here. He doesn't have like a great probe count, but I love the third Nexus timing. As long as he saves it here, which I think he will. Where are his stalkers? Are they all in his natural? Okay, he brings them out. He needs to engage right now. Now he's going to drop the Immortal in the back line to target Siege Tanks. Love to see that. And, oh, is Byun going to just be able to break him here? Okay, gets rid of the tanks. You know, it's kind of funny because he's like rushing up to charge here. So without Blink, you know, it's so much harder to be able to actually trim this down, you know, shave this off. You know, herO has been actually producing probes during this. He lost a couple there, sure, but does go up in the overall probe count. Very solid micro. Very ground-pounding force that he's made this game.
Xcoolma just resubscribed for 17 months. Yeah.
Xcoolma, I appreciate it, man. Long time. All right, so third base is up and mining. We have good saturation all over the place for herO. So he's getting some good mining done, getting that Blink finally. Thermal Lance on the way. Second Forge as he is getting that +1 attack. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like almost an old school way that he opened this up, isn't it? Not the Zealot part, but like getting charge and +1 armor first, which I'm still a fan of. I don't like +1 attack first if you're getting charge right away. Like +1 if you're getting Blink right away makes so much sense.
420 just subscribed.
Thank you, Operate. Appreciate it, man. I saw, do you guys remember this? Like, someone actually went like plasma shields with Blink a long time ago. I remember seeing that being like, oh, that's so novel. I really like the idea, right? Like you keep those shields up because you're basically blinking away when you lose shields. That was a fun build, but you never see that. So it's pretty clear that +1 attack is a bit better, but they brought down the plasma shield cost. So I don't know. Maybe we can see someone toy with that again. Anyways, 1-2 upgrades coming up here for herO. Byun just now starting 2-2. So, yeah, we're going to be just slightly ahead on upgrades here for herO. Well, even for this second, but I'm saying he's going to get ahead. Look at that. Hallucinated probes going out. Isn't that interesting? That is not something you see every day. Knowing Little Marine in the top right. That fourth base it's about halfway done. Some disruptors coming up as well. Ghost Academy on the side of Byun. Those hallucinated probes are interesting. I actually don't quite get it. I wonder if it was a misclick or maybe he actually thinks that was a really good play. Maybe he has like a limited observer count, so he wants to just find where the mines are in the cheapest way possible. That seems reasonable. You just kind of send them out and then go after those mines. It's kind of a cool idea. I've never seen it. So that's why I'm kind of sitting here wondering about it. All right, gonna go in and actually have it engaged. Now, the safety button is this disruptor, and you can see right there, forces everything back, and he gets far enough away you can't really engage from there very easily. Now, he is chasing, so, ooh. Turns around. Oh, God. A little bit sloppiness. Hold on. I'll play that afterwards. Yeah, so That was a little bit sloppy there from herO. He did a good zoning play with a disruptor. If he had had a Sanka disruptor, he would have been completely fine there. Instead, he loses a lot of stalkers. Seemed like the stalkers were trying to kill off Vikings. Definitely didn't work out like he wanted. Unfortunately, a bad rally there as well on the Robo. He does have a second Robo finishing. But there's been a couple little bad things. Yeah, we were having a very nice game from herO. And then, you know, he just kind of overloses stalkers, overloses disruptors a little bit. Not necessarily the end of the world, but Byun definitely has an edge now. And I felt before that occurred, it felt even to maybe slight edge herO. I did like how herO was playing the game. Not over yet, though. You know, we have +2 finishing up, +3 armor is about halfway done. 3-3 just started for Byun. So, good chronoing. Now, double Immortals being made, I find really interesting. You know, since that Immortals shield buff that we had in the last big patch, this is not the new patch, by the way. The new patch isn't actually live yet. But, and if you want to see a video on that, it's on my YouTube channel. But, like, adding in Immortals, it has become more regular. Like, they're just such a solid unit now. And I'm sure some people watching don't know what the buff was. Basically, the cooldown on their shields is quicker, right? The shields auto-trigger, and the cooldown is a little bit faster. So it's just like, they just kind of can tank a bit more. And obviously, they do a ton of damage. So I really like the heavier Immortal play that we've seen in Protoss vs. Terran lately. I think it's really, really good. It's just such a steady base to your army. EMP goes down there. Another EMP. Bringing the Stalkers up at the moment. And is he actually going to engage this? Okay, zones everything back. But yeah, I feel like you need more disruptors there. He is making a couple more disruptors. This flank could be a little bit dangerous. The 4 Colossi are shredding right now, and the Immortals doing some good tanking. Okay. Well, he actually is kind of turning it into his favor a little bit there for a moment, but what I'm seeing here is 2 engagements in a row where if he has 1 to 2 more disruptors, the engagement's completely different. If he had 1 to 2 more disruptors there, I think he trades completely efficiently with this army the entire time. And it's not even about hitting with the disruptors. And see, he brings 2 out there, and unfortunately they die right away. But it's not about hitting with the disruptors, but forcing the army back for a moment is very, very powerful as well. So Byun right now, jumping on top of him. Look at this, EMP down on those DTs, as well as a scan, so double detection. Kills off that pylon, obviously, on the overcharged battery. Gonna just recall out of there. Tough situation right now for herO. He is way, way, way down in supply. This is looking like you're not going to be able to come back as herO. He's about to have 3-3 as well. It's too bad. It really did come down to 2 kind of poor engagements from him. And he's the one that was walking across the map both times. So this is really more on his side than anything else, you know? Like, he went out to attack twice. He had 1 disruptor both times. I really do feel like this could have been different. GG. Byun gonna take game 1. Oh yeah, play dono, sorry.
_spooky_ghost cheered. X300, it's nice knowing that no matter what's going on in life, you can always come back to arty casting or playing StarCraft and wearing generic hats. What? Tamponzerg donated $3. Life of lively to live to life of full life THX to shield battery.
Yeah, that was funny. I remember that.
Mario chomped down onto Luigi's anal pustulas.
Generic hat my ass. This is who I am. Let's go. Alcyon. herO versus Byun. Game number 2. In the bottom left, Byun.
_spooky_
And in the top right,
cheered.
herO.
X300, you've just ruined my life.
Get wrecked. All right, herO with a very fast pylon in the center. Interesting. So a forward gateway here. Not what I was expecting at all.
Cool cheered. X300, Artie no longer is a guy changing his outfit to hide in a spy thriller. He's now going to go fishing and hit on his cousin.
Well, I do live in Prince Edward Island now, so that would be par for the course, but I have no family here. No blood family. Let's see here. The proxy gateway, like, he's obviously going to be rushing pretty hard. Byun played very safe before. I'm interested in what the build will be, because it's like, right, there's the max packs build where you build your first pylon in your main and then you build a really close proxy pylon. This was like he sent one of his first probes and just kind of built it mid-map, right? So it wasn't like super fast. It wasn't perfect probe production. It wasn't the fastest possible gate, right? It's just not super optimized in any direction. It's kind of optimized in every direction rather than super optimized in a singular direction. Is that just Zealot into Nexus? What? What am I looking at? Proxy gate Zealot into Nexus. I guess like if you're going for Zealot into the Adept like we saw previously, it gets there faster, but there's no, it's not like he built it at the natural, his command center, so you can't really get damage, right? He just walls and that's it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, a Stalker. Okay. The Stalker makes a little bit more sense. You can poke things behind the wall better.
72 cheered. X300, Artie, I finally quit my horrible job at the candy store. So long, suckers.
Oh, I was going to say Candy's nuts or something, but like, I get it. So long, suckers. Okay, very good. Very good, Reigeki. All right, so the Byun Reaper actually gets a lot of damage on the Zealot. He's going to be able to pick that pretty quick. Ooh! I can't believe herO saved that. He's going to stand the stock right there, so you're going to have to get the health recharge on the Reaper before you go up to try to finish it. 2 Marines are going to pop as well, so it might be time to bring this little Reaper, this little Zealot back, rather. All right, just hop one of them down. Cyclone almost done. Can he actually get that? No, it looks like the reactor is going to live, which is pretty good for Byun here. All right, so Cyclone's coming out. Those are going to be more than enough to help him push this back, as those Marines as well, so you can't really dive on it. Sees the 3, decides to wait for the secondary Cyclone, which is just about to pop anyways. So it makes sense to get it. Actually pulls that off of the lock-on. See how he's trying to keep the hurt one back. It will die very quickly to Stalkers. herO just continuing to rally down, getting Blink. I mean, I guess he has that forward warp-in location, right? If you just continually keep pressure on it, makes sense. Well, that's annoying. You can see the turnaround from Byun is so sharp there. When herO turns around, Byun turns his Cyclones back so he can't get the volley off. Because if you get the volley, the Cyclone will pop in like 2 volleys, right? But yeah, he's preventing that very, very well. Dude, that's painful. That has to be pretty annoying. You can't even keep pressure on. That's rough, dude. He's killed almost nothing. Oof. Oh, you gotta laugh at this as Byun. Well, this is gonna be dirty to hold. I think you can hold it here. Oh god, that robo placement for Immortals coming out is no fun. Like I think you can hold it, but you know, obviously this is, well, he's gonna have blink, so it's actually not that bad, right? He just warps in a couple more. Little push coming towards the front. Cyclone drop boosting into the main. It's getting what he can. Immortal comes out. That's going to help clean it really well. All right, I think herO's basically held everything. I think you got to go as Byun. Still trying harassment with that main base medevac. It's gonna fly over. Ooh, that's a little bit rough. So you are gonna end up losing these, but what can you get killed in the meantime? Not that much, being the shield battery and the Immortal being so close. Good defense. Good defense. All right. I feel like Byun should style here. He should go mech. Unfortunately, not going to be the case. Sending his Raven across the map for some harass. Colossus coming out. Well, you know, third base is about to finish. If he can block all this harassment, like his probe count isn't that bad. His army supply is relatively close right now. Normally, you're going to start peaking up as Terran pretty soon here. So Byun should eclipse his army supply shortly. Stim going to be finishing, +1 going to be finishing. Obviously, we'll have a move out to kind of pair up with these as he takes his third. Yeah, he's just about to have very good production here. Now, it looks like herO wants to hit a move out lined up with his upgrades as well, which are lined up very similarly to what we have from Byun. So he'll have +1 Thermal Lance charge, and that's some good stuff, but he doesn't have that many Zealots here, so it doesn't feel like the charge is going to do that well. It feels like this is not the time to attack. A poke is always okay if you know you can get away. But yeah, see that? 3 tanks in position. I don't think you even try here. There's those hallucinated probes again. That's kind of cool. Good to see. Good to see. He knew 3 tanks were there in siege mode. He just attacked with like 3 Zealots, like 3 Sentries, 4 Stalkers, Colossi. Like what? I really can't explain that. I like that. No. Yeah, like he just, I don't know. I don't know why he did that. That there was like, he actually scouted enough to know not to do that, and then he did that. So that was weird. Okay. Well, Byun moving out now. Byun's army is pretty scary, but you know, if you catch it while it's moving, the siege tanks aren't sieged, you can get something done. All right, siege is up here outside that gold base. Concussive shell's done. Combat shields are done as well. No, I don't think so. Fairly certain not. I don't know, man. I don't know about this game. Like, you know, obviously the Cyclones wrecked his early build, but the decision making since then was very, very poor. Like, it was very obvious not to attack, and he's super dead now. So, yeah, Byun gonna take that. 2-0 against herO. Okay, so we're actually, like, I know the game is still going on, but me and Mapu are already talking about what to cast next, because you're not coming back after this from herO. herO's dead. He hasn't left the game, but he's out of here. I think we're going to go into Trigger Byun next, and that's going to be a good learning experience. Because what you guys are going to be able to see is when you don't just throw your entire army away 2 to 3 times per game. Because Trigger is a very defensive Protoss. Now, that being said, maybe Byun just smacks him. That is a possibility, but Trigger is a very good NA player. So, you know, I think he can put out some good games. We should be seeing GG. Okay. Okay.